Welcome back. All that good stuff. What's up, Cruz? It was weird seeing you yesterday, working on the same block with you. You know how many times I wanted to scream, heya, heya, and look at you now? But, like I said, I never had beef with you. I wanted to help you. But, kept defying the Lord. Hopefully, I know you'll never understand or like me, but what a wasted reality. Anyway, for my wolves and my ninjas, when you have problems with somebody and you use the Lord to destroy them, you're going to want to mock them. Sound the horns. Because they mocked you. Said your father wasn't real. Did all those things to you. So you feel like, eye for an eye. The father did that already, though. So you doing shit is now you're doing stuff. So I try to turn a blind eye to these guys and just, don't exist now. Anyway, salute to the wolves. Salute to the ninjas. Had something to talk about, but keeps slipping my mind because, seen that guy yesterday and something made me think about it. And, sound the horns. It's here nor there. If I can only remember. Well, since I can't remember that, I remember this. I was thinking about Adam and Eve, right? And how they made their fall. Since I relate everything to them or anyone in the Bible and believe that it could be related to us, it could be used to show us the way. Now, if you read the story and actually understand what it's saying, or get it from my point of view, I should say, because understanding and what the truth, I don't like to claim that if you might be wrong. But the Bible said Adam was perfect. What's perfect? Eve was perfect. And then they did something. Alright? So is that not a life lesson right there on there's no such thing as a perfect relationship? And even if you are perfect, you will sin. More than likely because you're perfect. Perfectly fucking stupid. Or in a better words of terms, a lack of knowledge. The Lord did say we die from a lack of knowledge, and the only reason they began to die because they were immortal. And everything that cannot die, according to the Bible, is a heavenly divinity that is not allowed to have children. Because you can live forever. And the Lord can't have a bunch of things living forever down here. Them's the rules. So, if they didn't make a mistake, would we be here?
Oh, and before you wrote in his notes, he was like, I love you.
Sound the horns. Because of their sin, We're here. Because of everyone's sin. Get it? So you gotta kind of be thankful for that. In a way. Then you gotta use that to not feel so bad about yourself when you make mistakes. You still should feel bad. You should feel shame. But then you should try to do better, and then you should feel good. It's a little something that might make people understand. Oh yeah, shout out. I don't want to butcher your name. To the Conspiracy Channel. I'm very forgetful with names. And I say it on most of my videos. If I don't say your name or see you more than like a couple of times and sound the horns, then I forget names, because it's just one of those things about me. And then some people's names are easy to remember, or they make an impression on me and all that stuff. I don't want to make anybody feel bad. But I wasn't lying, though. Remember when we first met and I was like, yo, just talking to you sounds interesting. And I didn't know you didn't believe in God when I first met you. Remember the way we were just talking about justice and the law and being a good person? And then when I met you again today, sound the horns. I put you up on game about how, I really was interested in your shit. And I watched a couple videos, left a couple comments, and because you were doing a series on blasphemies and liars and catching lying ass people talking about I believes, but your ass don't do nothing. You do the opposite, which proves you're not them. You're not who you say you are. You give a fuck who you say you are, nigga. You ain't nothing but what you do, right? So we had a nice little half an hour discussion before work. Well, not half an hour, but it felt like that. And we were going over some things, and it was just, it's crazy how I can actually get along with somebody that does not believe in God, and I feel comfortable and just talk and say things. And then people that believe in God, we're arguing about the stupidest shit. I don't know who that is, but they seen riding about. I'm riding with my niggas. We coming up. I like that. Never changed on my niggas. Feel that. Sucks when you gotta change for your own health, your own well-being. And then they look at you and say, why? Why don't you want to do this no more? Because it's not going to end well for me. And I can see it. So I'm going to stop now, while I still have the chance. Anyway. I think we're going to keep diving into, little logic here, little science there. We're gonna get off this talking about women, because it doesn't matter if I talk about men. You people are always gonna see me express righteous anger, and I understand, and I don't care though if people don't if you understand or not, because I get it. Evil things don't make you angry. I understand. You're dull to it. You've seen it so much that it doesn't bother you. That's a scientific fact that, you can dull your senses to shit and then it doesn't bother you as much. You're just like, it's just another one. What can I do? Whatever excuses we make. Until it's us. And everybody's asking, why ain't nobody doing nothing? Because we don't believe you. like you didn't believe us. Even though it's weird, ever since I've been talking about women, like I feel bad after watching my own videos, because I do, and then I gotta judge to put them out and see if I make myself look like a complete asshole or not. And then I gotta think about, are you here to make yourself look cool for these chicks, or are you here to give them the truth so they'll wake the fuck up and make a pimp decision in their life and say, you know what?
Yeah. Oh, yo.
I'm sorry, I hit you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. See, that's what y'all supposed to say. Yeah. Maybe he's right. Maybe I do got a little attitude. Maybe I secretly do love the shit out of men, and my girlfriends don't, because they got hurt. And I never seen a good man. So yeah, I believe all men are bad, but no, I just don't know what a good man is. And if I seen one, I'd make fun of him for being a good man. You know? Just like men. We want good women. Like I played something with a woman saying some real shit in one of my videos recently. And as I'm listening to her say the realest thing in the world, and how she won't be a hoe or a side piece for any man because she's valuable in her mind, and she believes that she's deserving of a person that don't want to treat her like that. And I was like, that's real shit, bro. And then I look down at her ring finger, and there's nothing there. And then it makes me think of Kev. So like, Kev, they know how to say things, but talking and doing it, you know, if you really are about this life and you really did learn, you would be married. Maybe her husband died or something. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to be too judgmental. But those days of women just saying this shit and copycatting. See, men are not saying it just to say this shit. We're saying this shit so we can get women. Get you to come home. You're just saying, oh, I know, but you just don't have no rings on your finger. So you know things, but you ain't willing to do them. Sound the horns. Which thus gives the younger ones and the other ones that want to change, they're like, what the fuck is the point, nigga? Change for what? So I can sit around and be alone all day? You get it? Because being good is not fun anymore. Loving the Lord is not cool. This is what Satan and the bad people did. They took what is cool and made the other shit cool. And because it's cool, everybody, you get it? But the Lord's cool too. Like, another thing, let me just jump off that. So I'm watching this video about a ex-gang member explaining his gang, right? And the Lord makes me see the funniest shit, how people use his book and literally form gangs with it and teach them it's about honor, love, and loyalty. Right? That's all the father shit. And then literally they're literally, he was talking about like all the principles and all the things. And I'm like, yo, that's everything out the Bible. And then it killed me the worst, because they even went to the fact of saying they were recruiting the young dudes, and how they said they got him is because they told him, you're the blessed generation, you're the chosen people. And then I'm listening to what they're teaching them. I'm like, yo, all he's doing is teaching them David and Solomon shit. And saying, look, we supposed to be gangster and ride out on niggas and we supposed to have a boss, and we supposed to give dues and tithes and that church shit. Oh, because that shit's in the Bible. Nothing comes before the group. We deal with each other, we do business with each other before we do business with anybody else, and we always look out for. That's what the Bible says. They literally whipped out. They were showing them using the Bible. I said, yo, this is crazy. Like, cause I related the well, at least in my mind, I always believed, because they have the similar, tactics, signs, symbols. I was like, yo, that is the same thing as the evils. You know, it's the same shit. And I said, yo, Satan is the smartest. Whatever this thing is that's really evil and like beat man in the head, it's so smart and so weak at the same time. My father is so powerful that you can't even be evil without using his shit. I said, yo, the Most High. I said, Daddy, you're the truth, yo. You know you're the truth. When you figure out that every super bad people in the world, they all use the book to do it. And you're like, wait up. How powerful is this book? Like, what is in this book? Why is it that all I gotta do is tell you these things? You're chosen. Everyone's against you, and even though you can't prove it, no one actually reads the book and be like, wait up, this don't make no sense. You lying. Like, it's crazy. Like, and it was crazy watching this guy that used to be like, he said, he's like, yo, I'm not one of these fucking regular pussy niggas. I'm talking light, and he looks like a type of dude that, you know, like a heavier set guy. He got like the oval eyes. He's a smiler, but he has a sinister looking face. But he's like, you could look at him as like a funny guy or some shit. But he's like, nah, dog, I got bodies on me, dog. I used to do people dirty. I've been in and out of jail most of my life. I'm one of the realest real niggas that you ever seen. I ain't the realest real. But nah, back in my day, you really had to get busy. You dudes, all y'all do is this. He said, where I'm from, dog, you had to represent. You had to personally go do it to instill real fear in the people. And I was like, whoa, that's that 90s and 80s. And he started talking about like the beginning in the 70s. And he was like back when the shit started. So I was like, oh, all right, he ain't lying, you know what I mean? So as he's explaining this and how he went from that to now he preaches the word of God and he became a priest. And he goes to jails and hoods of his nation and other people, and that's what he focuses on all the time. He don't worry about us regulars out here having sex with people. Oh, you're in adulterer. No, he's worrying about children that are gonna get roped up and like he did and not get a second chance. Hey, how you doing today? Sound the horns. That made me feel good. You know, I keep saying that there's many anti-heroes, there's many Batman out here. We've been out here for years, bro. I'm just the weird one, you know? I'm the one that comes with this stuff that show. Cause he's saying the same shit that I'm saying, but you know, I don't know if he know about the difference in Christ and the Christ. We ain't gonna beat down that bush today, cause you know, me having to beat down that bush proves, this is why I'll never not get off that. The fact that I gotta show you to read the book yourself and convince yourself of easy words to understand proves someone did something to everyone's mind. How the fuck you gonna say I believe this and this and that, and then you can logic go prove it? It's raining. The book says this. No, it don't. Open the book and prove it to me then. Oh yeah, you won't. Most people, it's crazy how I can literally show that one thing to you and that shit doesn't blow your mind. Like, yo, I'm going to rip that book open. I ain't even going to use my mind. I'm just going to type in things, everything he says. And then I'm going to watch other people find out the same way and be baffled in their mind. And when you see people awakening like you, that's when you start awakening and be like, I don't think for myself all the way on certain things. I won't. They showed me, and I'm not going to fucking disprove them because I'm scared to death, because it changes reality for me. You know? I know it changed reality. Have a good morning. You know what I mean? Y'all ladies, man, we could be regular, and then we see you again, and then we just goofy. I am. She got that thing. That thing is. Oh God, women, you're beautiful. See, she said yes. You're beautiful. Be happy men think you are. Now, is she the most beautiful woman? No. Do we flirt with each other? No. We see each other, we give each other the smile in the eyes. Hey, hi. And that's it. Why don't people just accept that and roll with that shit? You know how good that makes a woman feel? And then you don't hit on her? You know? I know I feel good every day when I come in this motherfucker and I'm sad, and there's certain people that see me every day. Hi. That should make me feel good. You know? But I wouldn't get these highs and these things if I didn't initiate, if I wasn't a good man. Some of them I said hi to them for weeks and nobody said shit to me. Like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I would put my head down and keep it going and work hard. And then eventually, when they see me sweeping in front of their house and their shit looks really good, they're like, well. And then the next week when I do see them and get like, yeah, maybe I should say hi to them again, And then you do, or you don't, and then they say hi to you, then you're like, yeah, see, it's working. People could look at me as a regular guy. Not, oh, look at him, he's the king of the sweepers. No, this nigga works, and he's smiling, and he's nice. He's not a fucking weirdo. Even though I see him singing in the street, and, making videos, and fucking, talking to himself, but he's really not. He's talking to the goddamn screen. Makes me more understandable and relatable when they actually, like I've had times where these battles with these guys, and I'm like, fuck, man, these people got me out here looking crazy. I'm mad as hell. I'm fucking talking loud. These bitch ass niggas keep harassing me. Dudes want, and I'm like, yo, they're beating you, dog. Their whole MO is to make you mad so you can get angry, like natural nature. And because people don't give a shit about natural nature, because they're hiding, and no one sees what happened to make me mad. They just see me walking around, and you're already scared of black men. So when you see a black man walking around like, oh, fuck one of you niggas up, and blah, now you're a threat. You're a fucking threat to everybody. Everybody thinks you're crazy. Get it? That's why you niggas can't best me, because when people see me like that, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'll tell them what's wrong with me. See, most men won't. They'll just keep walking like, mind your business. And then everybody just thinks you're a raging asshole. And see, my father gave me this ability or something. And when I get angry and sad, no matter what it is, if I'm crying, people want to know my story. What's the matter? Are you okay? Especially women. If I'm sad and shit, any woman that respects me on this block will stop and like, you alright? And then I'll be like, nah, I'm like, I'm just going through it. You know what I mean? I'm alright. No, it's okay, what's the matter? And then I tell them my story, and then they start looking at you niggas funny like, why would he be lying about this? All he does is come to work, laugh, and he's cheery, and then now he's fucking, wait up, all these fights, wait up. Yeah, I did see the cops getting called on you, and and then I explain what really happened, and then everybody's looking at me like, yo, we got a fucking superhero over here. I don't tell them that you guys sent them, in a way. Sometimes I do. But, I just say, bad men are coming around, they're acting crazy around the schools, I'm not having that shit. So, we all can spin stories and shit of events. Lucky I don't throw you niggas under the bus more. But where's that gonna get me? Where are we gonna get slinging mud at each other? I'm not gonna get nowhere. The people listening ain't gonna get nowhere. It's like Drake and fucking Kendrick. It's just two niggas airing each other out. What did anybody learn? Nothing. Even though, you know, Kendrick was like dropping some shit. And I ain't talking about the accusing. Kendrick beat a motherfucker with real lyrics and songs. That's the first time in history that's been done. He took down one of the top artists in the world. That doesn't get done a lot. Like right now, Kendrick is the greatest rapper alive. And there's nothing no one can say to prove that he's not. Like, everyone else has to talk about shit. And, you know, they have to convince you. He gets to say things and say, I did this, I do this, and get in the ring with me. I dare you. I dare you to get in this fucking ring and prove that I'm not. And then they're going to shut their mouth and be like, all right, I remember what he did to the last nigga, and I'm not as popular as him, so what the fuck is he going to do to me? He can say anything about me and I'll believe him now. And he's going to destroy you in style. See, that's what I predicted this. Remember when I was talking about Eminem and I said if M ever wants to be considered one of the greats, you have to battle somebody that's legendary or the big dog. You gotta battle somebody worthy. All your battles don't even fucking count in real niggas' eyes. Your battles will never go down as the greatest battles of all time. Doesn't matter how good you destroyed them. They were fucking nobodies. And we expected you to do that. If you didn't, it would have been you're trash. You get it? So now, like, I don't know if you know, M's a smart businessman. And, you know, he wants to do what he does, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm tired of people throwing that greatest and all of that. Get in the fucking ring with somebody worthy. Because your career, you got album sales, that's great. That's only one aspect. You make people like you, that's great. People play your music every now and again. Shout out, my nigga, I heard your songs get played a couple times this week, so we gon' you whatever you doing, keep doing it, dog. You got niggas playing your old shit. You know what I mean? But to a nigga like me and many others, you're never gonna go down as one of the best. You're gonna go down as a very great rapper in your era. You go down as the greatest white rapper ever because you let Drake take that from you. So that's why I was saying what I was saying. If Eminem would have went at Drake and knocked his fucking head off, solidified the greatest white boy rapper ever. Because Drake would have never been able to say none of that. Oh, I make more money than you, nigga. He would have never been able to use none of those lines. He would have never knew what to fucking say to M. M would have verbally just came out and bait him the fuck up. And that would have been an easy one. Just like the rest of the niggas. Except you'd have went down as the greatest white boy of all time, taking out the new king. And now you would have been resurrected no matter what. And like Kendrick he just put out anything now. Everyone's love. His shit is 48% up. That's amazing, nigga. You know how long it takes to get that percentage of popularity in the world? That fast? He took this dude's head off and his stock went up 48%. That's what you call a genius. And then he warned him of everything he was going to do to him. If you really go back and watch that battle, I still haven't even listened to all the songs completely through. I've just been getting people snippets and then listen to songs, and I haven't dissected, you know? And just watching how other people are breaking this shit down, like, yo, bro, he literally warned this man, like, yo, bro, I'm gonna end your career. You're done if you don't stop. If you open your mouth about my daughter and my girl like you did everyone else, your baby mother, I fuck her, remember? I fuck niggas baby mothers. If you run your mouth about her, dog, I'm gonna air your ass so much, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. You know what I mean? And he did. So that's what I want to give. That's what I wanted to say. You know what Kendrick did to him? He did ether. He did an ether. He did a takeover. And then he did what Eminem should have did to a nigga. He stand this nigga. That song to his parents and his kid is exactly what Eminem did with Stan. It has the same feel to me. When I hear that, I'm like, yo, that's like him sunning this nigga out. Like M was speaking about Stan, like, yo, and the impact that it had, you know? But he took a Stan version of making a song and then made it a diss. Like a Tupac hit him up, but a little worse. You get it? Like he combined every element of every battle ever and said, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. I'm gonna fuck you up. This is legendary what I'm doing to you. They'll be talking about this and figuring out bars for the next 10 years. And we will be. We'll be studying this guy forever. They said they're studying this nigga in college right now, his lyrics from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick's about to be all around the world, bro. And he's gonna leave the legacy as one of the greatest, or the greatest rapper of this era. And it's sad because you could be named the greatest, and you know, I wish he was getting popular like that over here. I wish niggas just playing this shit. Like, there's so many, like, real people are not the best because we don't play this stuff. I go back now and listen to Kendrick, and I'm like, wow, I never, because when he came out,